What if I told you that one of New York City's first thriving black communities was destroyed not by fire or famine, but by design to build Central Park? I'm Dr. Michael H. Ford, and I'm standing right here in Central Park on land that was once Seneca Village, and this is a story you need to hear. In 1825, three black New Yorkers, Andrew Williams, a shoe shiner, Epiphany Davis, a store clerk, and the AME Zion Church purchased land on what is now Manhattan's Upper West Side. Soon after, dozens of other families joined them. They built a community called Seneca Village, stretching from today's 82nd to 89th Streets between 7th Avenue and Central Park West. By the 1850s, Seneca Village had grown into a self-sustaining community of about 225 residents. It had 3 churches, 2 schools, and 3 cemeteries. Families raised gardens and livestock, drew fresh water from Tanner Spring, and built homes ranging from wooden cottages to sturdy 2-story houses. For black New Yorkers living in a city filled with racism, overcrowding, and disease, Seneca Village was a refuge, a healthier, safer space to raise children. And it was powerful. At a time when New York State required black men to own $250 in property to vote, Seneca Village gave that right to at least 10 residents, a significant share of the city's entire eligible black electorate in the 1840s. More than half of the village's black residents owned property, a rate 5 times higher than black property ownership citywide. That meant not just homes, but political voice, security, and the beginnings of generational wealth. But as Manhattan's wealthy elite began calling for a grand public park, Seneca Village was slandered as a shanty town. Newspapers mocked its residents as squatters, ignoring the truth that most were landowners with permanent homes. The land they lived on became the chosen site for Central Park. In 1853, the state authorized the use of eminent domain. For the next 4 years, residents resisted, filing lawsuits and demanding fair compensation. But by 1857, the last families were forced out. Homes were torn down, churches demolished, cemeteries destroyed. What had been a vibrant, multiracial, majority black community was erased from the map. The health and wealth consequences were devastating. Families lost land, homes, and the stability that property ownership provided. Studies showed that displacement, whether by urban renewal, redlining, or environmental injustice, shortens lives and widens health disparities. Seneca Village is one of the earliest examples. A thriving black community uprooted, its residents scattered, its future cut short. For more than a century, Seneca Village was nearly forgotten. But archaeological digs in Central Park uncovered foundations, dishes, buttons, and even the sole of a child's shoe, fragments of a life once lived. In 2001, a historical marker was finally placed at the site, and in 2019, new exhibits marked where its homes, schools, and churches once stood. Today, Central Park is celebrated as a public treasure, but beneath its lawns lies a buried history, a reminder that black health and wealth have too often been sacrificed in the name of progress. Seneca Village shows us what was possible and what was lost, and it forces us to ask, when we build the future, whose communities are protected and whose are erased? Healing starts with knowing. Follow for more.